It's Ketchup Packets.
Hey everybody, I'm Sean.
I'm Nate.
This is Ketchup Packets. Today we are watching a movie. We are sort of following up on a TV series we watched by watching Disney's Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
That's right.
Yes, and
It's our follow-up to Andor.
Yep. This is about Star Wars rebellion people stealing the plans to the Death Star.
Okay.
So that's exciting.
That is an exciting concept. Let's see how it is executed.
Yes, it is an entry in the A Star Wars Story brand that they did 2 movies in, this and Solo.
Okay.
And Solo did not do very well, so they retired the A Star Wars Story brand at that time.
I see. Okay.
So this is the better of those entries, apparently. I do believe I watched this at some point, but I don't remember exactly when, and I don't remember very much about the movie.
Okay,
I put it on in the background while I was working, and clearly I got more involved in my work than I got in paying attention to the movie.
So you were doing another thing.
The movie passed, and I didn't really absorb any of it.
Just enter a fugue state while you were watching.
No.
Okay, that's good.
But Andor's in it. I do remember that. I think that there's at least one other character from the show that does show up in this. I think Forrest Whitaker's character is in this.
Yep, all right.
But beyond that, I don't know anything else really about what's going to go on. So should we just get into it?
Yeah, totally.
All right, we have a Patreon. You can vote on polls of what movies we're going to watch and see advanced full-length versions of all our reactions. And you can request a movie for us too if you want to. So check out our Patreon. Otherwise, give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. That helps us out. And we're going to watch Star Wars. Oh God.
Oh God.
Jedha, gather your things this time.
Mads Mikkelsen.
So, it's Vera. It's happened.
There he is.
Oh. You ever seen Inglourious Bastards?
Yes.
This reminds me of the first scene in that movie a little bit.
Sure.
It's a peaceful life.
It's lonely, I imagine.
Since Lyra died, yes.
You're an inspired scientist, but you're a terrible liar.
Oh, look, here's Lyra back from the dead.
It's a miracle.
Why did she come back?
I don't know. It seems like following the plan would be the plan.
Oh,
What
Lyra.
do you think?
You're not taking him.
No, of course I'm not. I'm taking you all. You'll all come. You, your child, you'll all live in comfort.
Oh, that sounds great.
You will never win.
Do it.
Oh, Jesus. She shot him at least. She shot the officer.
She got him in the shoulder.
They have a child. Find it.
Damn. This was all not very well thought out.
Well, it was well thought out. They should have stuck to the plan.
Yeah.
The plan was well thought out, not the deviation from the plan.
Yes, totally. Well, she didn't want to see her husband have to go with them, but, you know, it's now what?
Oh,
So he's
okay.
not all... His face is all scarred up in Andor, isn't it?
Yeah. He does look younger or less scarred.
We have a long ride ahead of us.
Okay.
It's weird to hear, like, almost the same, like, song, and then have it change a little bit like that.
He's telling people they're making a weapon. The kyber crystals, that's what they're for.
What kind of weapon?
Look, I have to go. What kind of weapon? A planet killer. That's what he called it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so the...
Cool.
Named Urso sent him, some old friend of Saw's.
Galen Urso.
What's it? I don't know. They were looking for Saw when we left.
Well, it's not.
Are they called Kyber crystals?
Kyber crystals.
Kyber crystals?
That's the one that he had in Andor.
Yep.
Those are the
Yeah,
lightsaber
yeah.
ones.
Yep. So that's, they need them in order to make the weapon.
The Death Star laser.
Yes, the Death Star laser.
Which we also saw Cassian building already.
Yes.
Whoa!
Cool. Well, they're dead.
I was so expecting to see him because of the show that I forgot to even be surprised when
Yeah,
it's like
right.
his
Well,
first
yeah,
scene. I was
exactly.
like, oh, there's Cassian, of course.
Yeah.
Calm down. We'll be alright.
Their armor really is for shit, isn't it?
Yeah, it's terrible. I don't even understand why they're wearing it. Seems clunky for not doing anything.
Look at him, he just killed his contact. Much more hardened than when we met him. He's much more like what's his name was?
Yeah.
Luthen.
Luthen, yeah. Whoa, this guy's like way mech'd out.
Yeah.
We're in the middle of nowhere. We need to get to Jedha City. What part of urgent message do you guys?
The bottom half of him,
Yeah, it's like...
it looks like the medical droids on Hoth in Empire Strikes Back.
yeah, interesting. Yeah, you're right.
But then the top half is an organic being. Whoa!
Whoa,
That's dope.
that's a Jedi.
Jin Erso, daughter of Galen Erso, a known Imperial collaborator in weapons development.
Oh, hey!
We think you might be able to help us. This is Captain Cassian Andor, Rebel Intelligence.
So she has is no longer
in contact with your father?
Yeah.
working in cover. She's
Yep.
just out in the open as a rebel general.
Saw Gerrera is an extremist. He's been fighting on his own since he broke with the rebellion.
I see.
This caused the Alliance a great many problems. We have no choice now but to try and mend that.
Splinter Cell.
Yeah, I mean,
Not-
he was reluctant to join the Alliance when Luthen was telling him to. You know, it makes sense that he never got on board.
Captain Andor's mission is to authenticate the pilot's story and then, if possible, find your father.
It appears he is critical to the development of this super weapon. Given the gravity of the situation and your history with Saul, we're hoping that he will help us locate your father and return him to the Senate for testimony.
Okay, so the Senate. She's still in the Senate. Oh, hey, it's Jimmy Smits.
And if I do it,
He is like raising Leia.
Oh!
It's Leia's father. you know?
Yeah, got it.
Forget what you heard in there. There will be no extraction. You find him, you kill him.
Oh.
I see.
Booty, Rook, cargo pilot. Local boy, huh?
That's Saw. He's got robot feet.
Jeez.
Okay, I can hear you.
I didn't
You
know
didn't
that.
capture me. I came in myself. I defected.
Did we know that?
Every day, more lies.
Maybe he didn't before, but he's just suffered more and more damage.
No, we don't have time for this. I have to speak
What does he
to
look
Gerrera
like
before
now?
you do
Yeah.
that. As for you,
He's looking a little
I gave it to them. They did not find it.
unhinged these
Yeah.
days.
Galen and Esso. He told me to find you.
So he's helping them build the Death Star, but he's still trying to help the rebels.
Yeah.
Most unfortunate about the security breach.
Grand Moff Tarkin.
We've heard word of rumors circulating through the city. Apparently, you've lost a rather talkative cargo pilot.
Yeah.
Senate gets wind of our project. Countless systems will flock to the rebellion.
When the battle station is finished,
He looks so evil.
the Senate will be of little concern.
When has become now, Director?
That's
Is that a CGI face?
yeah. That's Peter Cushing, who's
Yeah.
been dead for some time. That's the same guy who originally played Grand Moff Tarkin.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, we solve both problems simultaneously.
And you can tell he's not really there.
No. That's why I was like, he looks like a character from a video game.
Yeah, I do.
Scary, yeah.
Hire somebody instead of doing this, is my opinion.
Big time.
War gallantry can feel your thoughts.
Whoa.
Okay.
That's a scary thing.
Psychic octopus. Yeah, here's proof that I wasn't paying attention when I saw this before. I have no memory of this whatsoever. And this I would remember.
Yeah. I also feel like so far this movie, if you're not paying attention for one scene, you have no idea what the hell is happening anymore.
Is it one tends to lose one's mind?
Okay, so
Whoa, that's scary, dude.
he clearly does not operate in the rules of the regular Rebel Alliance.
No, yeah.
She'll be there waiting. We'll give her your name and hope that gets us a meeting with Saul.
Hope.
Yeah. Rebellions are built on hope.
Passing down the things he learned.
What do you know about Kyber crystals?
My father, he said they powered the
Don't
Jedi
say
Knight.
nothing. Don't say anything to anybody.
Jin, we're not here to make friends.
Right. That's a
Protectors of the Kyber.
bad breach right there. Just gonna talk to some random guy.
What's going on here? People gonna ambush the
Yep.
Imperials.
Yep.
Oh!
Yeah, you can feel the energy.
It feels just like Cassian's town, but more diverse. There's fewer humans and more aliens.
Yeah, interesting. I like that little dude.
Yeah.
Looking badass.
Oh God.
Oh God. No, no, no.
I mean, I know that's a reality of war that's not avoidable, but it's horrible.
Yep. Cool.
It's like a war movie.
Yeah.
You put the war in
It
Star
is a
Wars.
Yes, it's a Star Wars story, man.
Brought a stick to a gunfight and she's winning. Hey! Come on. Oh, no. Okay, good.
Did you know that wasn't me?
Of course.
I thought I told you.
Classic.
There are a lot of explosions for two people blending in.
This is like...
Yeah, jeez.
They're comically bad at fighting.
These are prisoners.
Yes, where are you taking them?
I am taking them.
You're supposed to be the strategic master.
I've taken them this far.
Take them away.
Wait, you can't take them away.
Accidentally turn them over.
Let them pass in peace.
Okay.
Let them pass in peace.
Who the hell are you?
Force is with me.
That's the guy Jin was talking to.
I know, but who is he?
I said stop right there.
He's a Jedi?
Oh. Seems to be force sensitive.
It's like Daredevil.
Is your foot alright?
He's quipping? Did he just quip?
Yeah, he just quipped. You don't
Oh,
say,
wow.
You're not saying stuff. Oh, okay.
So, oh.
Oh.
Hey, alright.
That is
These two are a good
handy.
duo.
Yep.
Is he Jedi?
No Jedi here anymore. Only dreamers like this fool.
The Force did protect me.
So,
Protected you.
Can you get us to Saw Gerrera?
I see that guy and I think about how, like, the Jedi are an order and, like, a training regimen, and so there gotta be force-sensitive individuals that don't train in the ways of the Jedi.
With the
Just commune with the
Metachlorians,
Force.
but not with the Jedi training.
Yeah, commune with the Force in your own way.
Yeah.
Might be that guy.
Yeah.
Because I'm the daughter of Galen Ursa.
Damn.
Okay.
Black bagged. It's never a place you want to be.
But her identity will protect them.
Are we not still friends?
You left me behind.
You were already the first soldier in my country.
I was 16.
I was protecting you.
Yeah.
Stopped me.
Well,
You were the
he's...
daughter of an Imperial science officer. People were starting to figure that out. People who wanted to use you.
No, so his groups
Yeah.
are too extremist and he couldn't keep her around.
He's like almost Darth Vader.
Yeah, it's interesting similarities.
Did you come here to kill me?
The Alliance wants my father. They think he sent you a message about a weapon. I guess they think by sending me, you might actually help them out.
Yeah, so Cassian is supposed to kill her father, not Saul.
Okay.
You care not about the cause.
The cause? Seriously?
Yeah, anti-fascism.
Alliance, the-
That cause.
The rebels, whatever it is you're calling it.
She sees it as hopeless, though. They took her father.
Yeah.
You can stand to see the Imperial flag reign across the galaxy.
Yeah.
It's not a problem if you don't look up.
Yeah,
I don't like her attitude.
No.
I'm okay with it because I know it's because it's supposed to change over the course of the movie.
Target Jedha City. Prepare single reactor ignition.
So we're in position.
We gotta test it. Gotta blow up a planet.
I made myself indispensable, and all the while, I laid the groundwork for my revenge. We call it the Death Star. There is no better name, and the day is coming soon when it will be unleashed.
He laid the groundwork for his revenge.
Deep within the system, a flaw so small and powerful that
You think it's about to be this firing?
No.
Jim, if you're listening, my beloved, so much of my life.
He's saying the flaw that can blow it up, he put there on purpose.
Think of where you are.
Yeah, jeez.
Oh, that'd be so scary. The Death Star can eclipse your son.
Yeah.
It's well hidden and unstable. One blast to any part of it will destroy the entire station.
Shit.
Wait, they just... Did they just shoot the planet that these characters are on?
Engineering archive in the data vault at the Citadel Tower on Scarif.
It happens pretty much immediately.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Reaction that will destroy the entire station.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. Whoa!
It's like a nuclear test.
Yeah, if this is the first deployment, maybe it doesn't actually just vaporize the whole planet right away. They still need to work on it, you know?
Yeah.
Because Alderaan is the first successful blast, right?
And it's completely obliterated immediately.
I'm standing by as you requested, although there's a problem on the horizon. There's no horizon.
Yeah.
Even can you get away fast enough? Even if you can take off? Like, what's the
impossible.
safe distance?
Find Jin. You must go.
Come with us.
I will run no longer.
Okay, but it's a wall of...
You're gonna die.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
That's crazy.
Oh, it's beautiful.
You know, it's like more powerful than any nuclear blast, but it's still kind of a similar, like...
Similar to a nuke, yeah. It's just, you know, the game over weapon. Bye, Forrest Whitaker.
God, that is something to consider. Now, in my thinking about the entire Star Wars story, about that the flaw was put there on purpose, and without it, this is what they have.
Yeah.
Like, I know we saw it in action once. It destroyed Leia's home planet, right? But
I haven't completed
you don't really conceptualize it like this is it. This is any resistance is immediately crushed. There's no fight. There's no like anything. Wow.
That's crazy.
Out of orbit, the pieces are going.
The
now
debris
it's time
gonna
to back
come
up.
at the Death Star.
Now
That's
we
a
gotta
problem.
Back up.
They say little pieces of debris in space are a big problem, right? And that's a lot of it.
They don't slow down. They just keep moving.
The CGI Grand Moff Tarkin is
really
like stands out from every other person in the scene.
There's a way to defeat him. You're wrong about my father.
He did build it.
Because he knew that.
So she's the only living human being who knows this.
Seems that way.
Where's the message?
It's right here, buddy.
It was destroyed.
It's a hologram. You don't believe me?
I'm not the one you gotta convince.
So this is why they need the plans for the Death Star. They know this exists, and now they have to study it and figure out what it is.
He's placed a weakness there. He's been hiding it for years. He said, if you can blow the reactor, the module, the whole system goes down.
Well, the whole station explodes.
Yeah. Really? A structure the size of the Death Star, it's like nonsensical that there's one thing you could detonate that would blow up the whole thing.
Put it down now! The wind! If you keep going, you'll be right over the shuttle depot! Watch out!
Whoa!
Oh, okay. Well, not anymore.
That's a problem.
How close are they?
Oof.
Oh, that feels like they would all be dead kind of collision, doesn't it?
No, they're fine.
That's him, Galen. In the dog suit.
Whoa!
Oh, shit.
Do you think you're spotted? No.
I would be extremely surprised if they weren't. No? You don't think so?
Just right out of here.
Yeah, I guess not.
What are you doing? You heard me. You said we came up here just to have a look. I'm here. I'm looking. Go. Hurry!
I wonder if Cassian is gonna kill him.
One of you has conspired with a pilot to send messages to the rebellion. And I urge that traitor step forward.
Oh, okay.
Why protect them?
It was me.
Because they're innocent. But they're Imperial engineers.
Yeah, dude. He's the only one there by force, I think.
Yeah, but Cassian seeing him do this is going to persuade him not to kill him.
Spare them.
Because he's seeing him be
hear
good.
Any context? Yeah, I guess.
You'll never win. Now where have I heard that before?
So he's going to die soon no matter what happens.
Which is going to be her call to action to actually take an active role in all of this.
Already engaged, so.
The death of a loved one seems like a common theme across the Star Wars story. About why the most important actors in the rebellion become actors in the rebellion at all, really.
Yes. Oh. Whoa! Take cover, I guess. Her dad's probably like, what the hell?
Oh yeah, what is happening?
Whoa!
Ooh, yeah, that's not good.
Whoa! Okay.
Wild, that's pretty cool.
Bam!
That was a good shot.
No
That was the best
kidding.
shot of anyone so far.
It'd be so weird, like the very end of his life, all of a sudden his daughter's here.
I would just assume she wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, I'm hallucinating because the blood is pooling in the back of my brain, right?
I know.
I'm a goner, right?
I have so much to tell you.
Oof.
Oof. No.
No.
Oh, sad.
Papa, come on.
I don't like to
That
think
is-
about the idea of not seeing my daughter for a really, really long time.
Yeah,
That's what
right.
made me sad about that.
Yeah, right. For me, the thought of not seeing one of my parents for years and years and years, and then finally seeing them again, and then having them say, I have so much to tell you right before they die. It's devastating, horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a good, like, call to action for her.
No
This is
kidding.
a very good one.
Come on, let's get out of here! Move, move, move!
But the interesting thing, though, about his death
Copy that.
is that the rebellion is actually responsible for it.
Well, yeah, but
They killed him.
yeah, that's true. But I mean, he was
Yes, I know.
he was in that
wouldn't
position because of the Empire.
Yes. She hadn't seen him for all that time because of the Empire.
You lied to me.
You're in shock.
You went up there to kill my father.
Jeez.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Don't gaslight her, dude.
I had every chance to pull the trigger. But did I?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's dead anyway, so.
Did I?
You might as well have. My father was
Wait. No. That's not true.
Alliance bombs that killed him.
Yes.
Orders that I disobeyed. But you wouldn't understand that.
Orders. When you know they're wrong.
It's not wrong. He's building a planet-destroying weapon.
What do we have here?
We see some Emperor shit go on. Kind of looks
Oh,
like it.
those are Emperor's throne room guards.
Yeah.
Director Krennic has arrived.
What in the world?
Okay. This is Darth Vader.
Yeah, is that Vader?
I wanted to see more of that.
Yeah, there he is. Most iconic silhouette in the universe.
Mm-hmm.
You were not summoned here to grovel, Director Krennic.
No, it's...
There is no Death Star. The Senate has been informed that Jedha was destroyed in a mining disaster.
Oh, so he exposed the project by doing that.
Not to rest until you can assure
I
the
see.
Emperor that Galen Erso has not compromised this weapon in any way.
I would never want to be in the same room as Darth Vader, ever.
Yeah, oh, is he choking him? He's choking him.
Oh shit. Not even looking at him.
Careful not to choke on your aspirations. Director.
Is he quipping too? Is Darth Vader quipping?
I think he just did. He made a pun about choking.
It is simple. The Empire has the means of mass destruction. The Rebellion does not.
Yeah.
Risk everything. Based on what? The testimony of a criminal. The dying words of her father, an Imperial scientist.
But don't forget the Imperial.
Oh, come on.
If the Empire has this kind of power, what chance do we have?
What chance do we have?
She's giving it to
The
you.
question is what choice?
Yeah.
Hi, you give way to an enemy this evil with this much power, and you condemn the galaxy to an eternity of submission. The time to fight is now.
Yeah, before they get their foothold in with this kind of weapon.
Yeah, dude.
You at least have to try to prevent it. Mm-hmm.
You're asking us to invade an Imperial installation based on nothing but hope.
A new hope.
Rebellions are built on hope.
There we go.
Mm-hmm. This is kind of one of those situations where it's like, we are all dead anyway.
Yeah.
What she's saying isn't true. So
The odds are too great.
we can't send everybody, so we gotta go as just a ragtag band.
I'm not sure 4 of us is quite enough.
How many do we need?
What are you talking about?
There we go. We got a bunch of cannon fodder.
Everything I did for the rebellion. I told myself it was for a cause that I believed in. Without that, we're lost. Everything we've done would have been for nothing.
I really want to see his character develop in Andor Season 2 now.
Yeah.
Because
I'll face myself if I give up now.
he's still a little bit Han Solo for my taste for the guy that he is now.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Go, go, go! Jin, I'll be there for you.
Okay.
Sorry, there's not room for you on the ship.
Cassian said I had to.
Oh. I was like, why are they bonded all of a sudden? But yeah,
Yeah.
he's just being compelled.
I'm not used to people sticking around when things go bad.
Welcome home.
That's an impounded Imperial ship. What's your call sign, pilot?
Say something. Come on.
Rogue? Rogue One.
Oh, hey, that's the name of the movie.
Hey, look at that.
Jedha. He served me well during the Clone Wars, and has lived in hiding since the Emperor's purge, yes.
Talking about Obi-Wan?
You will need someone you can trust.
I would trust her with my life.
Okay, so it's about getting Leia to send a message to Obi-Wan. And trust his daughter.
That's the Citadel Tower. They keep all the Imperial structural archives up there. If the plans are anywhere, they'll be there.
That's handy.
At the top. What's it for? I guess it takes a lot of signal to send those data files out.
Landing track engaged.
You said disable that dish?
Well, they need the information inside the tower, so they can't do both. They need to intercept it somehow.
If we can make it to the ground, we'll take the next chance. And the next. On and on until we win, or the chances are spent.
Sounds awful.
Once you get to the best spot, light the place up. Make 10 men feel like 100. And get those
There you
troopers
go.
away from us. What should I do? Keep the engine running.
Decently good pep talk. I feel like there should be more terror in this room, though.
Oh,
They should
yeah.
be pretty
They
afraid.
seem like they're ready to die.
You should feel more like the landing boats at the start of Saving Private Ryan when the guy's just throwing up.
That's sort of what I was thinking, is they're almost in like a... The ship is almost shaped like those boats, you know, it's like once that thing opens up, it's kind of the same situation, so...
Yeah, they're not disguised as Imperials. There's
No, this is
no
Russian,
pretense.
Rusty Normandy right here.
With one boat.
Yep.
608. Be prepared to receive inspection team.
Ready?
Oh, we'll receive them all right. Pow, 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 pow!
Blam! Pew, 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 pew! It's nice that there's a bunch of smoke that comes out first, so you can't
Yeah.
see what's going on inside.
Hello? Hey,
Where'd they all
We're
go?
looking for a manifest. It's just down here.
Set as much of a trap as you can, I guess.
Get it, then. Yeah.
Oh, they took all their gear to be disguised, I see.
I've got a bad feeling about it.
Quiet.
What?
Isn't that a Han Solo line? That guy made a Star...
Yeah.
That robot made a Star Wars reference.
Hey, did you hear the rumors? Yeah, the T-15s have been marked obsolete. Oh boy, it's about time for that.
Cool.
Nifty.
Badass.
There should be a
That
TV
dude.
show about these two guys.
Right.
It's a great dynamic.
Absolutely.
What's up?
God, their armor is terrible. It's
Yeah.
just not even armor, is it? Really isn't.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Metal.
Yeah.
Our optimal route to the data vault places only 89 stormtroopers in our path. We will make it no more than 33% of the way before we are killed.
Mm-hmm. Well.
Very optimistic.
Melchi, talk to me. Ready. Standing by.
Gotta draw the stormtroopers out.
Ooh. Cool.
Yeah, okay.
This is a good plan. This looks like a lot more is happening down there than...
Yeah, make 10 men look like 100.
Yeah.
I like it.
Oh man. Do they only have the red on one side?
Looks like it.
They're like... very clearly supposed to be like brown shirts.
Well, there were those troopers on Tatooine that had like the red pad on one side, on one shoulder.
Director Krennic, can we help you? That won't be necessary.
Whoa!
Nice. Having a big 8-foot tall robot on your team would be handy, wouldn't it?
May the Force be with you.
Scarif, they're going to...
Was the rebellion that openly like force oriented? That the
Nope. Not that I know of. I don't think that their like association with the Jedi was really like firm. It was just they were two kind of separate.
Mhm.
Like all the Jedi were dead as far as they knew, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Whoa!
Oh. That's scary.
It is. You never
Oh
really
my God.
think about the perspective
Yeah.
of an AT-AT from down on the ground. Whoa!
So oppressive, man. That's scary as shit.
Woo!
Cool.
Yeah, on hyperspace, so close to another ship. Oh Jesus! Look at that.
The Rebel Alliance. All squadron leaders reporting.
This is getting me straight up.
Mm-hmm.
My Star Wars tinglies.
Star Wars
Forces.
dogfights.
Yes.
Close the field aperture now! Close it!
Okay, so they got some fighters in, but not very many.
Mm-hmm.
Go, go, go! Somebody gonna get... Oh no!
That would suck, dude.
They turn away, okay.
Now they're just sitting ducks, though.
Yeah, they can fly, they're tiny.
They've closed the shield gate.
What does that mean?
No escape.
Yeah, you're not getting out.
You gotta tell them to blow a hole in the shield gate so we can transmit the plans.
Wait, but I can't. I'm not hooked into this.
So they can still send comms, but they can't send the plan because it's too big without getting rid of the shield. Okay.
You have to get on the radio. Get one of the guys out there to find a master switch. Get them to activate the connection between us and that comms tower. Then go.
Okay.
Alright, we got our plan.
Star Wars dogfight scene. There was a lot of scenes in the prequel trilogy that just felt like so busy that you couldn't actually like read what was happening on screen, you know? Like some big fights between a bunch of Jedi and stuff. It's just like so busy.
Whoa!
Awesome. But in this, I feel like even though there is a lot happening, the camera work and everything is, I can track all the events that are going on.
Very well composed.
Yes.
Hey, that thing looks important. You blew that up. Good. What do those little orbs on a Star Destroyer do?
They're the balls. Also, how else are the enemies supposed to know you're super powerful and badass?
That's right.
And scary.
Whoa, that's a lot of TIE fighters.
More fighters, form up, 6-5.
In all seriousness, no, I think those are the communication relays for those ships.
Oh, okay.
If I remember correctly from Star Wars Battlefront video game series.
Stardust.
Yep. That sounds right.
That's it.
That's her nickname.
Okay, we need the file for Stardust.
Oh, the robot's getting overwhelmed.
Oh.
Whoa, oh, the whole place.
If they open the shield gate, you can broadcast from the tower. Locking the vault door.
Oh.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Oh. I liked the robot.
Just run.
Whoa. Dude. The successful destruction of the Death Star was dependent on him being able to make it to the ship.
So many of these little things have to go right.
Oh, they might be okay.
They're really putting the war in Star Wars, like we said earlier. Like, they're really showing the
truly appreciate it.
Regular
It's
people's
awesome.
experience of these conflicts.
Oh my god.
You have to climb now. Whoa! Jeez, I would fall.
Yeah, no.
10 times out of 10, I would miss that jump.
I think I've said this before, but I like to climb with ropes. You would never catch me dead doing that. Oh.
You okay?
It's like a hard drive.
Yeah.
It's basically carrying around like a hard disk drive.
But it's got the plans.
Yeah.
I'm one with the Force is with me.
I don't know if you're the right one to go, man. I guess this is the whole, like, use the Force, Luke.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The Force is with me. I'm one with the Force.
Don't run.
I'm one with the Force. The Force is with me.
The Force is telling him how fast to go.
Okay.
There we go.
Yes.
The Force helped them, just like with the actual destruction of the Death Star.
Keep going! Keep going!
Yep. Andor's dead.
Is that... Whoa!
Yep. He's dead. No. You have to
Shit.
go. Yeah, you can't go back for him.
That's really it? Yeah, he did what he needed to do.
Mm-hmm. He's not in the room, right? When they're discussing this in the original trilogy?
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
The Force is with me. I'm one with the Force. The Force is with me. I'm one with the Force. The Force is with me.
Oh, this makes me more sad than Cassian's death just now.
Yeah, well, I mean, you get a sense that they had a very strong bond.
Now this guy's about to go Juggernaut.
Berserker.
Yeah.
They found the Death Star plans. They have to transmit them from their communications tower. You have to take down the shield gate. It's the only way they're gonna get them through.
This is for you, Galen.
Wait.
Throw it back.
Oh, no! All our guys are gonna die.
Yep. Oh.
Jesus. Take as many down as you can.
He's got a bomb in his hand. Okay. Damn. This seems,
Gotta go up there before it closes. Jesus.
Whoa!
Whoa! They're gonna kamikaze? Jesus Christ! Whoa! What the fuck?
I think it was a kamikaze.
No, but why are they ramming them?
Pushing it. Or something. They're cutting it in half. It's called a hammerhead.
Hammerhead,
What
yeah.
the hell kind of ship?
That's crazy.
What? Yeah. What are we talking about here?
Reset antenna alignment. Reset antenna alignment.
So can she die too, or does she have to be in that room?
What room? No, no, yeah.
When they're
none of
discussing
these...
the plans later. Well, you know, once they've figured it out and they're planning on actually going to destroy the Death Star.
No, I think that she's not there either. I mean, she's... Not... That movie was made in 1977.
I understand that the actress isn't going to be in the room, but, you know.
No, yeah, I don't think that she's
none
there
of these
either.
characters are represented there, yeah.
Jesus Christ!
Whoa. See, this
Holy
is
shit!
I see how this is ineffective.
Whoa!
It's sort of like a tugboat.
That's fucking crazy!
That's awesome. That's awesome. That
Eat
is
shit,
super
Star
dope.
Destroyers!
Yes.
Who are you?
You know who I am. I'm Jedha.
It's like, no, I don't.
Galen and my father's revenge. He built a flaw in the Death Star. He put a fuse in the middle of your machine.
Why are you telling him?
Yeah.
All your ships in here will be destroyed. I lose nothing but time. You, on the other hand, die with the rebellion.
Boom.
How did you know that was gonna happen in that moment?
Somebody was going to die in that moment.
Oh, hey,
What the
Cassian!
hell?
I told
Aren't
you.
you concussed?
Yeah, but he can do enough. Well, that'll take the shield out.
That's pretty great. That's pretty great.
Just knock it all
Pretty
down.
cool. Love to see giant shit colliding and exploding.
Sir, we're detecting a massive object emerging from hyperspace.
Yo.
Oh, the Death Star's here. Those guys just standing right there.
Why over there? Oh, so the waves will just... Okay, I guess they don't even need to really hit their target, do they?
No.
Your father would have been proud of you, Jin.
That's nice to say.
Yeah.
Right as you face death.
Yep.
The rebel flagship is disabled, my lord, but has received transmissions from the surface.
Prepare a boarding party.
Yes, my lord.
Okay, yeah, that links us up to... Well, that's a pretty definitive end for Cassian.
I thought for sure he was dead from that fall.
I thought that was a little too unceremonious.
Yeah, cinematically, but I was like, physically though, in the bones with the falling.
Yeah. Here we go. This is like the hallway battle that A New Hope starts on.
They don't have to... Yeah, fade to black, fade to black, fade to black.
Oh.
Okay, they just... This is fine with me, actually.
Regular guys against Darth Vader. Whoa!
Whoa.
They're like, I'm not opening the fucking door.
Oh, man. Oh, so they have to bring the plans all the way.
Yeah, get them to R2-D2.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Okay.
Honestly, I did remember that moment happened,
Yeah.
so I was knowing that was approaching.
That is very nice to see that. That is super fucking cool.
Here we go. This is exactly the hallway.
Yes.
Your Highness, the transmission we
Good.
received.
Okay, thank you. Jesus Christ, please.
What is it they've sent us?
That's pretty good.
Help.
That's okay.
Until she speaks.
Yeah.
The mouth is wrong.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. They should have had her say that line, face the other direction, and then had her turn around with it.
Yeah.
Just a second, just like a quarter second of her face.
And that was always the problem with Grand Moff Tarkin too, was the talking.
Yeah, the talking.
Well, all right. Rogue One, a Star Wars story. That was pretty cool.
You know what? I gotta say, as far as like a prequel to the original trilogy goes, that was infinitely more satisfying than the actual prequel.
Than the Star Wars prequel trilogy
yes.
that we know? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the atmosphere and the action was all really, really enjoyable the entire way through. On the flip side, I will say the idea of the group of characters was cool, and like their physical and visual designs was very cool, but they were a little bit flat.
Yes,
yeah, like
one-dimensional.
It felt like they kind of forgot to do the part where you give us the real essence of each of these characters. Like, I couldn't describe for you kind of what each one of them is like. Well, he's the this one, and he's the this one, and you know, like they're sort of all just. It was moving too fast for them to have any time for any of that.
Yeah, right.
Sort of
they
how
were
it
trying to
felt.
get the story, which is actually, if I might, I feel like and I'm not going to spend the whole time like making comparisons, but I really do think that this was a much more satisfying prequel.
Yeah.
And then the prequel that we got is the prequel movies, episodes 1, 2, and 3, right? And the reason why I think that is because like they did a whole bunch of extra character development in those movies that didn't need to happen. Like, we don't need to understand like the emotional motivations for Darth Vader once we have Darth Vader already, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like, he was just kind of a one-dimensional character to begin with, and yes, he was like brought over from like we can have the understanding that he used to be like a Jedi who was like tainted by the dark side.
Exactly.
We don't need all that he's
don't-
actually space Jesus stuff in there.
Yeah.
We don't need any of that. And the same way with this is like, I don't necessarily, because the characterization in the episodes 4, 5, and 6 were so strong, it's like the idea that this is less a story about characters and more a story about events is okay with me as a standalone.
Sure,
as
yeah.
a lead up right up to the very minute that our other trilogy starts, and what the motivations are for all of the stuff that happens in the good movies. This is a perfectly fine, like,
it's
the
kinda,
Hobbit to all of that stuff.
Sure,
if that
sure.
makes
I see
sense.
what you mean in terms of books rather than the movie trilogy.
Yes,
you know,
right. Who was? Don't even. Get
So, I see what you mean. Yeah, this is kind of like coloring and fleshing out the reason for all the actions our characters are taking in the original trilogy.
Yes.
You know, like this is all the people that have fought and died in the name of this cause that we're championing, and it's sort of just giving more of a meaning to. I mean, and you know, we watched this whole thing knowing that this mission ultimately is a true success in that they destroy the entire Death Star and then they do it again, which, how do they do the second one? Like, presumably when they rebuild it, they figure out that problem that the guy who's dead now put in there. I don't know.
Yeah.
We shouldn't over-logic it too much, I guess.
It's like, once you're making a prequel, you sort of set a bunch of stuff already that you now have to justify. And, you know, it's sort of like the thing that the Cassian said in this movie. He was like, I've been fighting this fight since I was 2 years old. Or
6
whatever.
years old.
6 years, sure. But I mean, like, in this Andor series, he's sort of like, I don't really care here nor there.
Well,
I'm
and
like just scraping by
beyond
minute
which,
by minute.
I would say he's older than 6 when we see the start of his journey, like when he meets up with his parents and stuff like that, you know.
Right.
He's probably closer to 8 or 9 or something. Like, he's got a little sister who's maybe about 6, or she seems like maybe older than that too already. Like, they all, I don't know. It's arbitrary.
I mean, also, yeah, I mean, try to convince a 6-year-old to like do all the acting that he did.
No, I understand.
But so it's like kind of impossible. But like,
so
all
that line
you did
doesn't
already
need to be here then.
Yeah. Well, it's Well, the line was already
in
here,
this movie before they made the show.
So they made
Yeah,
the show.
no,
So
I
it's like then
understand.
you kind of got to change the backstory. You kind of have to.
Yeah.
And then it's also like give me the whole beginning of A New Hope, like the first maybe like 7 minutes of that movie, if you've never seen any Star Wars before, is kind of like, wait, what's happening? Like you understand what
it's a
you
battle.
understand there's
Yeah.
like the bad guy and then there's like good guys and the robots are like going down to like protect plans, I think, and like she's a princess, but like she's on this ship, I guess. You know, it's like
Yeah, it's
like, I want
definitely
those plans.
disorienting at the start,
Yeah.
but it's got the visual language of like Leia's tiny ship and then the huge Star Destroyer over it, so you understand the dynamic right away.
Yeah,
you know?
and it does a lot of heavy lifting, which is one of the genius parts of that movie. Is like you don't need to really understand everything right away, but then once you get it, it's kind of nice to be like, but wait, how did they get those plans though? And like the kind of little bit of context.
Yeah,
of, like,
that's a fun
who are the
question to
people
ask that this movie could answer.
And just the idea that like people whom, whether we're actually care about them as human beings or not, or like their personalities and their characters or having much investment in that, the fact that like people went through events and made sacrifices in order to put those plans on that ship make that whole section like actually more valuable.
Totally.
Rather than completely devalidating the value of, say, a character like Darth Vader by making him a little whiny punk for
Okay.
okay,
Well,
all right.
Plenty of people are fans of the Star Wars prequels, so
that's
it shouldn't
fine.
be
Everyone
ragging
is
on them
entitled
too
to their
much.
personal
We're not big
opinion.
Star Wars prequels fans
No,
here.
I understand.
And
anyway,
also, there's more like there are TV shows and stuff that have fleshed out Anakin even more in ways that the movies don't. So we don't know fully about that stuff and everything. You know, there's at least one TV. I think there's multiple TV shows with Anakin in them.
And like honestly, I mean, I'm not trying to backtrack on my own opinion, but like it's not necessarily the events or the story of the prequels that I don't like. It's the way that they're presented. The fact that like similarly we have characters that like seem to have a relationship with each other that we're not really given a whole lot of context why they have that relationship. Like the Anakin Obi-Wan relationship, we're supposed to take it for granted
and not
because
shown,
we already know that they're important to each other, but they just sort of talk about a bunch of cool stuff that they did together in an elevator and don't ever actually give us any of that.
I saw somebody on YouTube a while ago, I can't remember the channel name now off the top of my head, but it was a guy pitching like alternate versions of the Star Wars prequels, like
I've seen
pretending
those too.
to be a studio executive that takes the movies that George presented us and like tweaks them. And an idea of his I really liked is that structure them in a way so that you could watch them in order of how the story takes place and still maintain surprises. So that episode 3 should like present it to the viewer as though Anakin has died, and then it could be a surprise again in episode 5 when Darth Vader is that character. You know, like we shouldn't really see him put that costume on and turn all the way into Darth Vader. It should just be like once you learn, it makes sense, but they surprise you with it still.
Right, and the fact that Darth Vader is Anakin Skywalker, and that Anakin Skywalker is Luke Skywalker's father could also be something, or like
you could preserve those surprises if you worked a little differently.
Yeah. Which, you know, is kind of neither here nor there when we're talking about this movie, but it is, I feel like this did a good job of being like, it's just giving you the pieces that you, like, need, and not necessarily, like, it doesn't ruin anything.
You know what it is? It's a DLC. For for a movie series. You know, if you play video games, you understand what that means. Downloadable content. It means like an actual thing, an extra thing stuck on that just adds flavor and color and is enjoyment if you loved the original thing already.
Once you finish the whole main story, you can go back and play like, where did this come from though? And like, play the little beginning piece or like
So that's
parts
fun.
you missed.
I mean, that's what a Star Wars story brand is supposed to be. I'm mildly curious to watch Solo now.
Yeah, I feel like it's...
You know, that's got Woody Harrelson in it.
For real?
Yeah, that might make it worth doing right there.
That'd be interesting. I almost feel like I do want to keep exploring into the Star Wars universe, because I know, I have to say, like, it has like a special place in my heart, and there's specific things that I really like about it, like the aesthetic. We talked about that, you know, like there's something magical about the whole like the original trilogy and what it put in place and how incredible that was.
Unbeatable vibes.
Exactly. It deserved the renown that it got. And even like I watched it I was born in the early 90s. Like I watched it way after it came out, and it still had that effect, that very much like, this is cool space fantasy shit right here.
There's a reason that it got to the level it got to.
Yes, and it's because it was always telling a simple story. It was a hero's journey, with twists and turns and side quests.
And it really felt like a giant, larger world that you were just glimpsing into, instead of just being like, here's this whole thing all presented for you to watch. It's like, no, there's a whole bunch of stuff happening.
Yeah. And all the characters had motivations. And you know what? I feel like this movie had all that too.
Yeah.
Even though the characters weren't maybe quite as strong as, say, your Han Solos or your C-3POs, that's hard to do.
Yeah, that's my biggest complaint. And it's almost, the complaint is that I wanted more. I wanted to see these characters' motivations and personalities more than we got. And so that's not like you did this badly. It's like no, there wasn't enough. Too much stuff in there.
Would you have gone for splitting this story into 2 movies if it meant that we got more of that?
Rogue One and Rogue Two? Yeah.
Yeah.
Make a whole trilogy.
I would do a two movie trilogy if we kind of got into that a little bit more.
That's
like the love interest thing wasn't even really fleshed out. It kind of hit at the very end.
They were going to die. They had no time.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what Andor Season 2 is going to be, and it's sort of what Andor Season 1 as well. The themes were similar, the aesthetic was similar. It definitely felt like, now having seen both of them, that Andor is Rogue One, the TV show.
Absolutely.
Like they're definitely just trying to take this whole vibe, and like even the ragtag band that assembled by the end of Season 1 of Andor felt very much like this group. So yeah, so we'll get more of it by doing that. It's not these exact guys, but still the same approach, the same vibes. I'm up for it.
The thing I will say though is that it has been a very long time since I watched a Star Wars movie film for theaters. You know
like
what I mean?
A real main series movie?
Full budget.
Well, rewatch the trilogy. Oh, you mean like this?
Yeah, with the full...
So that was cool.
It's really a different level than the TV stuff.
Yeah.
The TV stuff's not bad, don't get me wrong, but it's got some constraints at this. You just don't have...
The big dog fights.
Galaxy-class Star Destroyers smashing into each other.
That was sweet.
I mean, that's what gets my blood pumping for this shit.
Yeah, it's good shit. Thumbs up from us on Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Thanks for watching with us, everybody. And if you joined us for our Andor reactions, thanks for watching those too. Leave comments about what other Star Wars projects we should maybe check out someday.
For sure.
Who knows? But until that time, I'm Sean.
I'm Nate.
This is Ketchup Packets. May the Force be with you.
Oh no.